I want to welcome you all to Adult Sunday School. Adult Sunday School is every Sunday. If you want to know where our school is located and our time of study, you can call 632-146-847. Adult Sunday School, where we teach, we preach, we talk, and we pray. It's a place for learning, because it is better to be a student than to be a follower. A student is different from a follower. A follower is do as I do what I say, and do what I do, and do as I say. That is a follower. A student learns from everyone and from anyone, but a follower does not learn from everyone but from someone. It is better to be a student than to be a follower. And if you want to be a follower of Christ, not a follower of any man. Why? Because if you are a follower of anybody, any pastor or any preacher, you are expected to do whatever that preacher says. You are expected to act the way the preacher acts. That is why you see today some Christians are like some pastors. Some Christians preach, even they want to talk like somebody, because they are followers, they are not students. But you see, most times we students in school, we don't try to do like our teacher. We only learn from them and add to our naturality. That is what we are expected to do as Christians. Learn from everyone and add it to your naturality. We are all unique. We are all different people. But when you now become follower, you become the same with the person you are following. The only person that deserves to be the same as is Jesus Christ. That is what the gospel is all about. That everyone should be the same as Christ. That is why it is only Christ that deserves to be followed. Hello?
My God is awesome. Today I am forgiven. His grace is why I'm living. Praise His holy name.
It is only Jesus Christ that deserves to be followed. There is no other person on earth. Why is it only Christ that is deserved to be followed? Because Jesus Christ is the criteria of a standard personality. Is the plumb, is the measure for standard personality. You cannot imitate your principal in school to be a standard personality. You cannot imitate your GO to have a standard personality. There is nobody on earth you can imitate to have a standard or a generally accepted personality except Christ. Christ is the only man that you can follow. So we are all students of men. You know, when you talk about servant, what comes to your mind? When you talk about student, you know what comes to your mind. When you talk about a follower, you know what comes to your mind. A student can attend a primary school, secondary school, university, get a master's degree, and still continue learning life inside life, or inside the world, from parents, from friends, from everybody. But a follower does not learn from everybody. A follower is not allowed to learn from anybody. If you are a follower of Christ, you are not expected to learn from anybody. You are expected to learn only from Christ. That is why I said it is only Christ that deserves to be followed. It is only Jesus that deserves to be followed. There is no other man on earth, not even my father, that deserves me to follow him. No, not even my mother. No, my mother is my teacher. My father is my teacher. My elder brother is my teacher. My friends are my teachers. When I say teach, I learn from them, but I don't follow them. My pastor is my teacher. I don't follow my pastor. My GO is my teacher. I cannot follow my GO, because my GO has to follow Christ. Christ is the one everyone follows. So that is the difference between a follower and a student. So a follower does not graduate. A follower cannot learn from other sources. A follower cannot learn from other people. A follower always have to learn from who he follows. A follower will always learn from who he follows, not from other people. You cannot learn from another source as a follower of anybody. You are expected to learn from the person you follow. If you learn out of the person you follow, that is, you become a rebel, because you cannot bring what you know outside to what you know with who you follow. So you become a rebel. When you follow a certain pastor, or you follow a certain man of God, a prophet, and you come to show him otherwise character, you become a rebel. So we are not expected to be a follower of man. We are not expected to be a follower of any man on earth except Christ. But we are expected to be students of every man, of any man, even whether good or bad. You have to learn from everyone. We have to accept the reality of life. We have to know that there is bad, there is good and evil. So we have to learn them to know how to deal with them. You cannot deal with what you don't learn. So life teaches. People teach you life. Your mother will teach you life. Your father will teach you life. Your friends will teach you life. Your teacher in school will teach you life. Your co-workers at work will teach you life. You see why you learn? You become a student instead of follower. It is more gainful to be a student than to be a follower. When you become a follower, you are stuck. Yes, you are stuck. To be a follower means you have finally made up your mind who to follow. You have finally made up your mind who to follow. You cannot make up your mind who to teach you. You like it or not, people will teach you. And it is not everything that you learn that you make use of. But when you are a follower, it is everything that your follower does, you are expected to do. Yes, that's what makes you a follower. That is what he said. These signs shall follow those who believe in my name. They will cast out demons, because they are my followers. Yes, they are expected to do what I do. But a teacher will not expect you to do what he does. A teacher that taught you in school, in the primary school, would have become a doctor by now. No, you learn from a teacher from the primary school to the level of becoming a doctor or a lawyer, and your teacher is still there in the primary school teaching, or is still there in the secondary school teaching, because you don't follow your teacher, you learn from your teacher. So you don't follow your pastors, you learn from your pastors. You don't follow your GOs, you learn from your GO. Your GOs are your teachers, your pastors are your teachers, your mothers are your teachers, your fathers, our fathers are our teachers. Everybody around you, they are all teachers. They teach us life. That is why when you decide to be born again, when you decide to follow Christ, you are a follower of Christ. So there is only one person you can follow on this earth, in this life, and in this world. Only one person. I don't expect everyone to take what I say, but I expect everyone to learn from what I say. We are all unique, we are different, we see things in different ways. But if you are a follower, you will see it the way the person you follow sees it.